How long has it been since we've done the death battle?
It's been a while.
The last thing we reacted to, wasn't it the new SAO Abridged episode?
I think it was.
That's been how long? This death battle's been out for a while, but I've avoided it like the plague. Hands are meant to be held, Dylan. Hands are meant to be held.
We're holding you for ransom.
Okay, whatever. I think we've talked about this, but I don't think we talked about it on video. You did chew. It's caramel. Chocolate caramel. Mmm.
Hey, baby.
We have initiated a death battle bet. And starting off, we betted $1 each, but then this new Injustice game came out in the arcade in our Walmart, but now they took it away. But you would play it and you would win a card at the end.
I mean, whether you won or lost, I was.
You would get a card at the end, and there were different rankings and different characters. And so for our death battle bets, we are going to bet cards. And so for this death battle of Marvel versus DC, Batman versus Black Panther.
Kind of fits too, because they're both from.
Well, they're both DC.
No, they're from Batman.
Even, I guess that's true.
I'm wagering my Harley Quinn.
And I am wagering my Batgirl. Bets on the table. I have, where'd my coin go? My coin, because we can't both bet on the same guy. So I flip a coin, and whoever wins.
Okay. Heads, I get Black Panther.
We have to watch them first.
Tails, you get Batman.
That's not fair. Is it, Bye-Bye? Is it, Bye-Bye? See, he agrees with me. He's saying, screw you.
Screw attack me?
Screw attack you? Okay. We are ready. Batman v. Black Panther. Movie Black Panther, just saying, was awesome.
Quality.
It was amazing. It's in Redbox now. I need to get it.
Black Panther is going to win. Already.
I think he has a fair chance as well. We shall. Let's see. And we are starting now. Good old Google Chrome. Love that logo.
Predators. These fearsome beasts strike fear into the hearts
Left
of men.
girl.
Well, sometimes they strike in awe, but yeah, mostly fear.
And these two superheroes embody the fear of specific predators to an extreme.
Batman, the genius crime fighter from DC Comics.
And Black Panther,
But you're not Batman, are you?
warrior
You'll never be
He's
Batman.
Hey!
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I want to watch the Black Panther movie now.
Before he was the Black Panther, before he was a king, T'Challa was born the Prince of Wakanda.
Waka, where now?
Wakanda is an isolated fictional nation hidden somewhere in Africa. But while Wakanda itself is shrouded in secrecy, T'Challa was anything but isolated.
He's been pretty much everywhere, but especially anywhere with a good university.
After earning numerous degrees from Harvard, Oxford, Berkeley, and MIT, T'Challa came
Married to
home.
Storm.
His father, Wakanda's king and
married
then
Storm?
Black Panther, had
That's
been
an X-Man
assassinated,
Storm?
and a new
Apparently
ruler
so.
needed to be named.
But to claim the throne, he'd have to claw his way through the rite of passage.
This would be a test of fortitude, designed to stress T'Challa's bravery, fearlessness, and combat prowess.
Also known as beating the crap out of 6 super deadly fighters. But hey, T'Challa
the
wasn't
movie did
just
it.
a nerdy brainiac.
Oh, shit.
He could fight too, and he
then he's
passed
already
with
the
flying
Black
colors.
Earning the throne and the blessings of Wakanda's guardian deity, Bast, the Panther God.
But he had to nab some superpowers first, so he went through the ritual of the heart-shaped
I
herb.
don't like
This
that
herb
costume.
connected T'Challa to the Panther God, and that link bestowed him numerous superhuman abilities.
Who knew getting high could turn you into a superhero?
T'Challa's new powers included superhuman speed, strength, healing, and agility. His senses also dramatically increased in acuity. Not only can he see in the dark, but his superior vision can even make out infrared and ultraviolet light.
So like the powers of a cat?
Yes and no. While cats do have exceptional eyesight, they cannot see infrared or UV light, though it is a common misconception that they can.
Well, just like a cat, he can always land on his feet thanks to his other super senses.
Specifically, his vastly improved kinesthetic sense.
Which is, definitely a sense for something.
Kinesthetic senses make up a person's awareness of their own movement, like muscle memory, but in a broader scope.
No, like how we can walk up steps without looking at them.
Yes.
Or when I shoot my shotgun with my eyes closed.
No.
So Black Panther's super sense lets him move and act without having to think about it too much. He can jump across tree branches and ledges without even looking. Hey Wiz, how do I become king of Wakanda? Those powers sound cool as hell.
I don't know, Boomstick. Everyone knows you're terrible at keeping secrets, and Wakanda houses one of the biggest secrets in comic book history.
You talking about how Black Panther married Storm from the X-Men?
I'm talking about Wakanda's enormous reserves of vibranium.
That's precious.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff Captain America's indestructible shield is made of.
That's right. 10,000 years ago, a large meteorite of vibranium crashed in Wakanda.
And they hoarded it all to themselves. And I don't blame them.
Vibranium is an extremely durable metal which can absorb audio and kinetic energy. A single gram sells for $10,000 US, and Wakanda's vibranium mound is estimated to be 10,000 tons. That's over $9 billion.
They're rich, super rich. With all that wealth, Wakanda became a techno marvel decades ahead of the rest of the world. They were exploring outer space years before the US and Russia even tried.
So why is this important? Well, as King of Wakanda, T'Challa has unlimited access to all of his country's resources.
That suit of his doesn't just look cool, it's made of vibranium.
The Panther habit is coated in a vibranium microwave mesh. This doesn't just block incoming attacks, it can literally rob them of their momentum. For example, bullets don't bounce off, they stop dead and fall straight down. Their kinetic energy absorbs into the suit.
Right.
The shell from a helicopter-mounted minigun can't
I'm
even
always
phase
astounded
it.
at
He
the work
carries
that they
energy
do in
daggers,
this
a
stuff.
shield of hardened light, a
The
teleportation
attention they
device,
pay
and
and the
claws.
research they do.
Which are made of a special Antarctic version of vibranium called antimetal. Guess why it's called that? Because it can melt other metals. What can't this suit do?
Well, the vibranium weave does have a limit to how much energy it can absorb all at once. If it takes in too much, it could wind up expelling said energy in a, well, destructive fashion.
Oh, God! But don't worry, he's fine, somehow.
Under T'Challa's leadership, Wakanda has warded off many would-be invaders. Even with Dr. Doom, Namor, and Ulysses Claw charging in, Wakanda was never truly conquered.
They even stopped an alien invasion, and hey, nobody's ever ready for
Talking
one
about
of
Infinity
those.
Wars.
In addition, T'Challa has studied every major martial art, of which there are about 160. He's considered one of the finest hand-to-hand fighters in the world.
He's beat the shit out of Captain America, Iron Man, and Daredevil. Hell, he
Iron
once
Man
knocked out
understandable.
Karnak, who's also one of the world's finest martial artists, with just one hit.
He is incredibly strong and can jump well over 30 feet.
He can even throw spears through stone
I
walls.
want to go watch Civil
Typically, for
War
construction
and
like this, a substantially hard stone would be used, such as granite. With this in mind,
And,
T'Challa
Black
must
Panther
have thrown
again.
the spear hard enough to hit the wall with a force of over 20,000 pounds per square inch.
Yeah, the guy is literally strong enough to punch your jaw off.
He can
Ugh.
outrun traffic
Didn't need that
and is
image.
said to be faster than a panther, which can run around 50 miles per hour. He's quick enough to pull a fast one on Wolverine.
Whoa, hold on! Did he just take out 5 X-Men by throwing another X-Man at him?
Yes, he did. However, under that
That reminds me
amazing
of-
suit, he is still human. Even with the Panther God's power, he's still prone to failure. This has even caused him to relinquish those powers in the past. And like with kinetic energy, the suit can only take so many intensely focused sound blasts before overloading.
Still, the Black Panther is badass. He's got the tech, the skills, and the country to prove it.
Claw, do you have any children?
No.
Good, because I would have to kill them too.
That way of putting it.
Throughout the underworld of Gotham City, one name strikes fear into the hearts of even the most hardened of criminals.
The goddamn Batman! You know who he is, the billionaire Bruce Wayne, and it ain't his first battle to the death.
Pretty much, though don't mistake his intentions. Vengeance may sound dramatic and all, but in truth, Batman fights crime in an attempt to save others from suffering the same kind
Batman
of
began to
tragedy
establish
he
Gotham or
experienced as a
something.
child.
How noble. And ironic, considering he was taught to be a badass by a group called the League of Assassins.
Well, he dresses like a bat, sleeps with a cat burglar, and constantly brings children into battle. So he's clearly got a few complicated issues.
But let's see what he can really do. Bats is really, really smart and considered one of the best tacticians on Earth. No wonder he's always welcome at the Justice League, even though he doesn't have any superpowers at all.
Wait, you're not just some guy in a bat costume, are you?
Got a problem with that?
He's intelligent, but he's also incredibly deadly.
He was
Gotham
trained
Knight.
to be a ninja
I
who was
love
a master
Gotham
of
Knight.
infiltration and silent takedown, so sounds about right.
Bruce has studied every martial art known to man. After perfecting full body control at the age of 18, he was able to quickly learn and master at least 127 of them, including Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Judo, and boxing.
It's not every day you can find
I love
someone who
Gotham
can
Knight.
literally
Type
take you
boxing
down in
still.
127
It's a
different
type.
ways.
He's
I
also
think-
touted as the world's greatest detective, and with good reason.
That's a
He's
Panther,
like
right?
Sherlock
Panther's
Holmes
Muay
on
Thai.
steroids.
That's what I thought.
He once figured out that an opponent didn't have a tongue just by the way their jaw bounced off his knuckles. There's being a detective, and then there's being Batman.
And all that's before his handy-dandy utility belt, filled to the brim with all sorts of useful gadgets and gizmos.
A lot of which are thanks to his family business, Wayne Enterprises. From steel mills to airlines to record labels, this company does it all. And that means Batman has it all too.
According to Forbes, Wayne's net worth thanks to his company adds up to $9.2 billion US.
With that
That's
much
close to
cash, he can
vibranium.
afford any kind of weapon he wants. Grappling hooks, smoke pellets, cryo and thermite grenades, and of course, the batarangs.
Originally
Cars.
designed as a boomerang weapon, Wayne eventually molded his batarangs into custom shurikens, some of which are outfitted with electric shocks, flash bulbs, and explosives.
And last but not least, don't forget his bat suit. It can resist fire, electricity, and bladed
See,
attacks.
this is
And is
all I
almost
need,
totally
Batman.
bulletproof thanks to a Kevlar vest sewn into it.
Plus, his cowl sports night, infrared, and UV vision.
The Bat is more than just a tech wizard. This guy bench presses 1,000 pounds in his everyday workout. 1,000 pounds!
Isn't that
I thought
impossible
this guy didn't
physically?
have any superpowers.
He doesn't. The current bench press world record is actually slightly higher at 1,075 pounds,
Okay, never
solidly
mind.
placing Wayne at peak human levels. This idea generally applies to him in pretty much every area,
Except Wonder Woman's
physically
lasso.
and mentally. He's strong enough to break through walls, rip apart car parts, and pull out prison bars. He's quick enough to
Look at the
avoid
last one.
gunfire and even Darkseid's nearly unavoidable Omega beams. In his
What else
strongest
do you
suits,
need?
he's even tough enough to take a hit from Superman.
Yeah, if Brucey ever enters the Olympics, everyone else might as well rage quit. Same difference, really.
That's not to say he's invincible.
True.
Tuesday.
Whenever the Justice
I
League
don't
gets in
see
a
Batman
fight
be
with some
Superman.
big bads, he usually has to keep his distance.
He's also somewhat mentally unstable and prone to lashing out. However, he knows this. It's one of the main reasons why he refuses to carry firearms.
That's a bummer. Those are my favorite types of arms. Maybe they'll help him next time Bane tries to break his back.
But of all his traits, Bruce Wayne's strongest attribute is his sheer unstoppable tenacity. Even after being drugged by the Joker after days without sleep, put in a straitjacket, locked in a coffin, and buried alive 6 feet underground, he refused to die.
It takes a lot, to take down the Batman.
What the hell are you? I'm Batman.
That's him.
Oh, I get it.
All right, the
Took me a
combatants
second.
are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk of animals has made me think about eating some with Blue Apron.
Blue Apron again. Alright. So we're both gunning for Black Panther.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think.
I'm kind of on the fence on it now because, you know,
I think.
they both know the same amount of
Hey.
martial arts.
Get out of that. You can't have what's on my shelf.
They
Dylan, your
both-
child is destructive. I'm gonna call him Flag now. Get it? Get it? Flag. Ah.
But they know the same amount of martial arts.
I don't think that's what they said. They said T'Challa has studied every major martial art. And they
And
said
then
Batman has studied every martial art known to man. So they'll be fairly even in the hand-to-hand department.
And it said he could take a best from Superman. So we got
Take
endurance.
what from Superman? I think that was a certain suit he was wearing too.
Yeah. Hit from
A good old Superman, good old fashioned Superman high five.
So he knows endurance.
He knows endurance.
So
He has the tenacity. I mean, in general, it'd be pretty darn hard to kill
And he's
Batman.
also-
Get out of my stuff.
his suit is also bulletproof. So
But T'Challa's can take it, and then he can redirect the kinetic energy also.
that depends on the suit.
It depends on the suit.
Because his previous one before, anyways,
Yeah, I guess it depends on which one he's wearing in the battle.
same for Batman.
This is a tough one. I mean, I thought he was at least pretty matched for Captain America too, but that battle ended very quickly, and I wasn't happy about that.
Batman has a problem with just finishing too quickly.
He's not Goku, Dylan. I like the battles that, don't drag on for episodes on end. You're just wishing they would get back to the story. Heads or tails?
Might end up going for Batman.
Heads or tails, though?
Heads.
Heads.
I'll
You
go
go for Batman? Then either way, I'm going for Black Panther. Alright. It has been decided. He is going for Batman, and I'm going for Black Panther. Okay. Batman v. Black Panther. And I looked up, so I was looking for the other name, and then I saw Batman, but I say Batman v. Batman. But that would have been right. Alright. I want that Harley Quinn, guys. I'm kind of scared. Have we ever seen Batman really lose? I don't count Bane. What? There was Young
Joker.
Justice, but what?
With the Joker, I'm sure he has lost. Because he can take on... Because Joker can take on Batman.
That is also true. We shall see, we shall see.
And plus, in a way, he did win against Batman when
We
he
can
killed,
talk while this is
when
going
he
on.
killed Rachel.
Rachel! Don't tell me to stop eating this chocolate. I don't need it anymore. Alright. And as I pixelate, what's he listening to? So what's gonna start the battle? Just randomness, just out of predatoriness.
To challenge a king is to face the might of his people. I'll give them something to fear.
Let's see if it started.
Why not? I mean, it's Batman. How are you gonna start a
One more
fight?
reason to surge.
I don't know how it differs in the strength department since he benches a thousand. Thousand? And T'Challa's got super strength too anyway.
It'd be hilarious. They go to the aquarium, and there's Aquaman.
Beware of lions. He's not gonna get eaten by a lion just randomly, is he? I mean, that'd be a terrible way to go.
Got you!
Did you kick the lion or did you kick back the man?
They're both kicked the lion.
Oh.
So they're both fighting the lion while fighting the...
Makes me want to watch Pinkie Pie vs. Deadpool again. Just because. Of course he's got lion or trank darts. He's got shark repellent somewhere in there.
Witness the power of a king!
Not the rhino! What'd the rhino ever do to you, T'Challa? Aquarium.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, kitty.
I'm prepared for anything.
Let's go Batman voice.
Playtime is over.
Watch the challenge, don't fail me.
Amateur. Try again. Did you think you
That
were
was
safe?
wild horse.
The strong shall hunt the weak. That is the law of nature.
Back.
And my rule is law.
That is brutal. I mean, I'm happy I won. I'm kind of sad that Batman lost.
Black Panther and Batman were pretty
Batman.
evenly matched. Both were super geniuses and expert combatants.
Well, BP was stronger and faster thanks to that superhuman herb. It definitely helped, but alone was not enough to beat the Bat. Batman has won dozens of duels against people with similar or even better abilities.
As far as skills were concerned, neither held a distinct advantage. However, that was not the case when it came to their weapons and armor.
Long story short, that
That's what
vibranium got
what I
Batman
was thinking.
stumped. He just didn't have anything in that belt of his that could get around it.
We scoured the comics, movies, TV shows, and more to see if Batman had any possible way of countering the vibranium. While he's used hundreds of clever gadgets over the years, we were actually very surprised to find that he had no reliable method of getting around armor like that.
Take a look at Batman's fights with Bane. He doesn't have armor, but he's physically superior to Bats just like Black Panther is. And what does Batty always do to beat him? Aim for the weak spot. But guess what? Black Panther doesn't have a weak spot.
It's certainly believable that Wayne had the ability to develop a gun that could overload the Panther habit, but even if he could, he never would wield it in the first place thanks to his rejection of all firearms.
And while his suit can stop a few knives and bullets, it didn't stand a chance against Black Panther's anti-metal claws. In the end, Bruce just waned in comparison to T'Challa.
The winner
That's
is
brutal.
Black
That's what
Panther.
you get for cut Cap in half.
Hey
I mean, I
guys,
love you,
thanks for
Batman. I
watching the
kind of wish you
premiere of
hadn't lost
Season
because I know
five.
it's
Wanna watch the
weird.
commentary in this episode?
But-
Hit that box right over there. Start a first membership trial. And if you want the fight track,
I got Harley Quinn now, guys.
Description below. Sounds pretty good.
Ah, there's the Raven versus Twilight. Terra versus Terra. Battle of the Terra Strong. Strong Battle of Terra.
I think right.
I don't know. I don't know yet. When I was watching the little, I would press escape just for no reason. I don't know.
At the beginning of this, I was for sure thinking, oh yeah, Black Panther would win. And then they were telling me more facts about Batman, like, oh, Batman might
That's what
win.
it was for me. Was something. I don't know what. I'm sure it was some death battle. Where I was like,
You were thinking? I think you were thinking that with
Oh.
Flash and.
that might have been
Quicksilver.
it.
Well, I guess I'll just have to settle with only one Harley Quinn.
Oh darn. You know what? It's fine. 'Cause it's Harley. It's Harley. And I'm a Harley Quinn at heart.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
When
not.
I look in the mirror. I can't do it in public, Dylan, but I can be very Helena Bonham Carter. I'll share a picture on Pinterest. It's very me. It's about Capricorns and the two sides of Helena Bonham Carter. But that was a nice battle. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm glad I won,
But
but it's
you're
weird that Batman lost. Does it just not feel weird to you?
actually I picked Batman. How do you think I feel?
I know, but doesn't it just not feel like there's this void or like it's Batman? Batman doesn't lose.
I mean, even the thing said he's dead gone Batman.
He's gum Batman. It's weird. So this means Black Panther could beat Superman. I guess if he had the kryptonite stuff,
Yeah.
but
If he had kryptonite claws, kryptonite lace gloves, oh
Yeah.
he'd beat him.
you beat him. I mean, if Batman can beat whoever Batman can beat, I'm sure T'Challa could beat. I guess it depends on the weapons that he has, since Batman pretty much has a weapon for anything, except for the vibranium
Vibranium.
suit. That's his
Well,
kryptonite.
And
Aha!
plus, because he's wearing a mask, the Joker's gas wouldn't get to him. Possibly.
Possibly. Anything else to comment about this battle, Dylan?
I'm sad I didn't get to see Aquaman. Just
Just that
pop
random.
in, jump in the
No,
jump in the
but it
water.
shows the
I sent those battleships and their lambs.
Aw, am I out?
Good,
Wait,
because you're getting fat.
Wait, there's one more.
You're fat, Leah.
Shut up.
You.
It's my life. It's now or never. I don't want to live forever.
You ain't gonna live much longer if you keep that up, girl.
Do I look like Mycroft to you?
Maybe. Minecraft Homes?
It is Mycroft Homes.
Which one?
The 1800s
Okay.
one from the special.
Okay.
Keep life moving forward. Looking backward is only for time travelers.
Keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Keep moving, keep moving, keep. I watched it fairly recently.
Gosh, Leah.
So that was our lovely death battle.
And
My victory! Second in a row.
I'll win next time.
We shall see. Where'd my quarter go? There it is.
I don't know. And we'll see you guys for the next death battle. Or
Or whatever.
AMV Wars, which we may get to. Or whatever we decide to do.
For those commenting about the other old Greg stuff, is there really other old Greg
not.
stuff, or is it just parody stuff? Because he looked at stuff and it wasn't there, so stop trying to hurt me.
See,
You like to see me gag. That's what it is.
it's I guess all fun and games, sort of, but
It's all fun and games until I kill someone through the screen.
Please, Lord, please allow me to punch people through the screen.
Did it work?
No, you just did a PewDiePie's bro fist.
Dang it.
I'm like, that's not more old Greg. That's just like fan based stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I like watching fan trailers and stuff, but at the same time I don't, because it kind of gets me excited and then leaves me with blue balls for a movie. Like, there was a new one, by a guy. His name's Looper or something? I don't know.
Looper? L-O-O-P-R?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it was Back to the Future 4. I'm like, okay, I know this is not real. I don't even know. But, it would be nice if there was something like that. But...
Wouldn't it be nice if we... I don't know It's okay. It's okay, Dylan. It's okay. It's okay with your bald spot. You're already receding, I think. Look at this bald spot. It's like very thin. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Come back next time for another death battle. Or if there's anything specific and real that you would like us to react to, leave a comment and let us know. And as long as I don't want to die, I'll do it. Right, Dylan? Right. So comment, like, subscribe, share, I guess. I mean, it's technically what we're here for, but it's kind of weird. But because I'm weird. That is it for today. It would sound weird if I said stay cool, stay tuned. You say it, Dylan. So.
Stay cool and stay tuned.
Yeah. That Indian guy right behind me. Hi.